Hey, what's up guys? Jake here with Success Motors. I've got another walk around video for you all today. Happy Thanksgiving. Today is, what is today? November 26th. It's a Tuesday. We got Thanksgiving coming up in a couple of days. So happy Thanksgiving. What a great time of the year. We just got a cold snap here in College Station, so it's a beautiful day. I mean, severely underdressed to be filming a video outside. I'm a little chilly, but man, hey, if it's your first time with us, welcome. My name is Jake. I'm the owner-operator of Success Motors down here in College Station, Texas. And we film these 15 or 20-minute walk-around videos specifically for people that don't have the ability to come down to College Station, or at least if their schedule is full and they want to make sure it's worth their time to come to College Station. Because if you've been looking for excursions for any amount of time, you know that a picture can hide a lot of things, and everybody claims they have a clean excursion, and not very many people actually have a clean excursion. So our goal is to document all the history, to drive it, to show you underneath it, to let you hear it idle. We'll go for a test drive so that you can determine if this is worth your time to come down to College Station, or if you want to handle the transaction electronically, we can absolutely do so as well. Now, I do always recommend come to College Station. We have an airport. I'll pick you up. You can come out, lay your hands on this thing, drive it for yourself, and then take it home. Because inevitably in this video, I'll probably miss something. But if that's not in the cards for you, we can do everything through DocuSign, and we can deliver this thing anywhere you are in the country. Like and subscribe, please, if you don't mind. It's very, very helpful. And of course, if this is not your first time, welcome back to the channel. Sure appreciate you guys. Anyway, it is a 2001 Ford Excursion Limited. This one is a 7.3 liter Powerstroke Diesel. Check this out, guys. This is getting harder and harder and harder to find. This is a one-owner rig. That's right, this is a one-owner rig, and it has 151,000 miles on it. We're talking a low mile, one-owner, 7.3 liter Powerstroke Diesel Ford Excursion that is in really, really nice shape, which I'll show you throughout this video. But I bought this Excursion off of the original owner. He was a retired gentleman. He was probably about 70 years old. He bought it, I guess that would mean like in his 50s or so. He was retired, had no need for it anymore, but he bought it off of the showroom floor there in Dallas, Texas, where it spent its entire life. And that's inevitably where we ended up picking it up as well. Now, the only negative, if there is a negative, is this one is a two-wheel drive. Now, the four-wheel drive is, I guess, more popular, if you will, but not everybody needs a four-wheel drive. So if you're honest with yourself, if you don't need a four-wheel drive, you can't beat a two-wheel drive 7.3 because they drive and they ride so much better. So if you're just going to be driving this thing in the city, and you're going to be towing your camper around or going camping or what have you, but you're never going to be going off-road, man, I would consider a two-wheel drive, as it rides so very well. Now, this one is in really good condition, guys. I'm going to try to show you all the flaws. We're on the passenger side front fender. You can see the paint is I mean, basically exceptional. I don't see any dents or dings or scratches. Or we'll say it has a set of new Pirelli Scorpion tires. It's an all-terrain tire size 265/75 R16. And the previous owner had replaced these. We didn't do it, and he had just done it like literally 1,000 miles or less between the time that we had bought it. So these tires are brand new. No accident history. No accident history. I believe Carfax will say it had like a minor damage reported, and it was, again, I bought it from the original owner. He remembers when it happened. This door, I think the passenger door, got damaged in some way, like a door ding or something, that he submitted or reported to insurance and got it fixed a long time ago. So the only blemish shows up on Carfax, which I'm trying to remember what it says, but it says like minor damage reported. So no accidents. This thing hasn't been in an accident. Again, I bought it from the original owner. He confirmed it. Definitely not a liar. And Carfax doesn't show any accidents, just shows a minor damage reported to one of these doors. Anyway, passenger side, paint's in great condition. You can see very reflective still Hardly any even like swirls or scratches. We didn't do any paint correction on this one, so this is could probably still be even made better with a paint correction. Very clean. Of course, no rust. I'll show you underneath here in a minute, but this is a Texas truck since new. No rust. I don't see any dents or dings. I'm trying to show you from various angles. These front two doors and fender very clean. Coming around to the back here. Very clean back here as well. We're on the passenger rear quarter. If you guys have any questions, give me a call, 979-202-1948. Of course, check out our other YouTube videos if you're looking for an excursion, but maybe this one doesn't tickle your fancy. Of course, got the new tires all the way around. But super nice rig. I have driven this one maybe 25 miles or so. Drives great. I typically drive all of our excursions before we sell them at, at least 25 miles. Some of them substantially further than that. I will say the only damage it does have is it looks like it backed into it. Somebody backed into it right here. So it's got a pretty good ding right here. Somebody maybe took a trailer hitch. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a pretty big ding right there. Does have the parking sensors. And you'll notice it has a backup camera attached, but it doesn't have a screen inside to watch it. So I'm not sure why that's there. And maybe it had a screen before and the previous owner took it out before I took ownership of it. I'm not sure. Coming around driver's side, the paint is really in tip-top shape all the way around. It appears to have been well cared for, maybe even garage kept for at least a good chunk of time. We've got a couple of like little scratches in the clear coat right here. None of those are in the paint. I don't know if you can even see it, but it's just got a few like little rubs, like somebody, like a belt buckle rubbed up against it while somebody was trying to do something up on top of it almost. So that could all be polished out. No dents or dings. All we've seen so far is that dent there on the rear bumper. Again, rides great, drives great, and it's a one owner Texas truck, no rust. Guys, these are becoming harder and harder and harder to find. And being that we primarily sell Ford Excursions, I can accurately attest to the fact that it is getting harder to find something of this caliber and quality, mileage, rust-free, and one owner. Super nice. Coming around front, the bumper is in great condition. Not really any flaws or dents on the bumper. The grille is clean, headlights are clean, and then check out the hood. Paint's in a phenomenal shape. Paint is very clean on the hood. Looks really good. That's just a little bit of wax, I think, that got on it, which is why it kind of turned that black part white. Tow mirrors. All right, let's poke our head inside. So the interior is, well, let me show you the rockers and stuff too while we're kind of doing this. Also, forgive me, I'm about to do my button and it might be a weird camera angle. I try not to do a lot of editing on these videos, so I'm not going to cut this out, so my fault. All right, needed to adjust my mic by buttoning my shirt. So again, no rust anywhere. This is a absolutely rust-free truck. There's the VIN sticker so you can see it. Let me poke up underneath here. Kind of hard to see if I'm showing you everything, but you can see that's, showroom condition under here. Minus just some road grime, but those rockers are absolutely rust-free. All right, the interior is as clean as the exterior. Power seats, and they do work. Seats are in phenomenal condition. These have no doubt been reupholstered, but they still say limited on them, and they feel like a real nice material. Steering wheel is very clean. This one's never been reupholstered or redone, and if you know my channel, you know that I think that is just an indication of the fact that it wasn't used for anything weird. Because if you think somebody's out there working, they have dirty hands, they get in here and they grab it. That's how these steering wheels get so dirty. So to me, that sheds a little bit of light on what this thing was used for. And he told me it was just used to carry the grandkids around and the kids around. 151,894 miles, you can see that. All stock, no tuner, never tuned, stock radio. The only modification this has is it has a trailer brake controller. You can see none of those are broken. This actually works, which I'll show you in a little bit when we start it up. I mean, just super clean. All stock, never molested. It does have your, of course, rear. It doesn't have rear entertainment, but it does have the rear AC. Third row seat. Headliner is, you know, immaculately clean. Second row seat, very clean. I don't see any rips or tears. Just very clean. And I'll show you why that is here in a minute. The doors are all clean. Let me show you this rocker also. No rust. And then let me show you the roof. Roof is superb. All right. Coming around back, all these doors do open. So the reason the seats are in such good condition, again, the front two seats have been reupholstered at some point, but the second row and the third row, every seat in here had a cover on it, including the steering wheel too. So everything was really well kept. So I haven't thrown those away, and I probably won't. So if you want to put them back on, you can. But everything was protected in here, which is one of the reasons it looks so good. But you can notice both doors open. Sorry for my bag there in the GoPro camera. And you can also see not a lot of scratches or scrapes on the plastics. No rips or tears in the headliner. And we do have a spare tire. Now, I don't know the age of the spare tire, but it feels like it has good tread depth. This is hard to take off, so I never take it off. But there's a tire in there full of air, and it's got tread on it. Who knows the age of that tire, but there is a good spare tire there. Passenger side. Rockers clean. Seats clean. Again, give me a call, 979-202-1948 if you're interested in this Excursion. You ought to be if you're in the market, and if you've even looked at another one, you know how clean this is. Man, we try to only sell clean, nice Excursions. Really try to only sell clean, nice Excursions. We do have one on the website right now that's super epic, but does have some rust in it, and that's pretty much the only one we've ever sold with rust in it. Otherwise, we try to select really clean, nice Excursions, which I believe is one of the reasons we have so many people coming and buying Excursions from us, because they've been watching. I get so many calls, hey, I've been watching your YouTube channel for like 6 months and it's finally time to buy one. Hey man, we really try hard to only sell clean Excursions, and I believe this is a clean, nice Excursion. Let me show you underneath the hood here. All right, what do we got? So we got a nice healthy 7.3. Of course, I'll start it here in a minute. You can see it's had an apparent coolant flush recently. I didn't do that, but it does appear to have been recently flushed, at least judging by the color. Battery is date code 722. So batteries are about, what, a year and a half old, 2 years old? I guess 2 years old, because we're in November. That's kind of hard to believe. Engine bay looks clean. The alternator, this alternator looks on the newer side, as does this belt. Again, I didn't replace it, but I am having recollection of the previous owner saying he had just done the alternator. So that's possible. But everything looks good like it's supposed to in there. And then also noteworthy, I've got 2 keys and 2 key fobs for this rig. All right, let's hop in and start it. It's not a cold start, but it is about 40 degrees this morning, and it started right up when I went to bring it over here. Very healthy, fired right up, no delay. And you can see no check engine light, or no lights at all. Really healthy idle. And again, you can see the radio there is working. Let's see if I can turn it on.
One of the most important questions was always, what?
Kind of staticky.
It's going to be right around the corner. So, Annie, we did a little Thanksgiving.
So you see radio works. I've got the heater on right now. The AC does work. I have driven this thing on a hot day and had the AC on. Right now I've got the heater on because it's very cold outside. But you can see that's all working. Your windows all work. They've all been tested. They've all been rolled down. But I'll just show you on camera. And then your locks work as well. What else? Oh, this screen is working, of course, and you can see it doesn't flicker. The camera just makes it look like it's flickering. But you can see right there, It is working, and of course the rear AC is working as well. Although I had the rear AC on in the front here, crazy. Just runs great, guys. All right, let me let you listen to it idle, and then I'll go for a test drive. No blow by. One of those belts is chirping just a little bit, and it just started after we detailed it. So I think it got a little bit of moisture. There's a little bit of moisture on one of the belts. So it's got a belt chirping a little bit, but that just started after we detailed it. So I think after I drive it around a little bit, I think that chirp will stop. Anyway, guys, let me summarize. It is a 2001 Ford Excursion Limited 7.3 liter Powerstroke Diesel. It is a two-wheel drive. It has 151,894 miles on it. It's bone stock, never tuned, never nothing. The only thing it has on it is a trailer brake controller. It is a one owner, 0 accidents, 0 rust. Not much else to tell you. I guess the only condition element we saw was it has a dent in the rear bumper. We didn't see any dents on the body. We saw a few light scratches, but really nothing significant. All right, let's go for a test drive. Drives exactly as it should. Shifts smooth, and it just feels right and tight. Steering feels tight. And again, the steering wheel is in like brand new condition, which is nice in your hand. It feels good in your hand. I think the only thing we didn't check a second ago was these mirrors. So when I stop in a minute, I'm going to look at these mirrors, make sure I document that. Maybe I can do so while I'm driving. Yep, passenger or driver mirror works. Passenger mirror works. You probably couldn't see it, but I just watched both those mirrors work. All right. So as far as I am aware, everything is in working order. Let's pull out on the highway and let you hear this old girl run. Well, if you've ever test driven one of these 7.3s or owned one, you know you're not going to win any races, but this one runs just like a 7.3 Excursion should run. And again, these two-wheel drives, they ride and drive a little bit better than those four-wheel drives. I guess they're not quite as heavy. I guess the suspension is a little bit different. I think the front end is a little bit different, and they just ride better. So again, be honest with yourself. If you don't need a four-wheel drive, a two-wheel drive is probably a better option, particularly if you're just going to be driving it every day, using it as a daily driver, maybe taking the kids camping, you know, things like that. If you're not going to go off-road, it's hard to beat a four-wheel drive or a two-wheel drive 7.3 liter Powerstroke diesel. But driving impression, pedal feels good, brakes feel good, steering feels tight, really tight. Like there's no free play in this steering wheel. We're cruising right now at about 55 miles an hour, running what, 1,500 RPMs. Also, this one's going to get better gas mileage than a four-wheel drive. I'll let the video run another 60 seconds or so, keep it around 20 minutes long. But you can see just also not very many creaks or squeaks. We've gone over a few bumps, including a railroad track, and I didn't hear anything, you know, abnormal or anything weird in the interior going over it, which is nice. Sometimes these older vehicles, you know, they creak and whatnot. This one does not. And cruise control works. So I just set the cruise control, so my foot is off the pedal, and we are rolling 50 miles an hour. So the cruise control does work also. Cool. Well, guys, that's all I got for you today. 2001, one owner, 7.3. It's absolutely beautiful. Again, we can handle the transaction electronically. We can do all the paperwork via DocuSign, and I can deliver this thing or have it delivered to you wherever you are. Come to College Station, put your hands on it. Feel free to send a mechanic to look at it. And but if you have any questions, let me know. 979-202-1948. Otherwise, have a very happy Thanksgiving. Stay safe out there. Eat lots of turkey and ham. God bless you, and I will talk to you really soon.